Good afternoon and welcome to the live stream. You know, I just did a live yesterday, so I wasn't going to do one today. But I put a short video out this morning, I think, on a product that I used actually on the Jeep Wrangler over there. And I was going to use it on the Toyota Tacoma next, but I kind of came across a problem. So we're going to get to that in just a minute. I'm going to show you. Sorry for the shaking of the camera. Got to get the video up in front of me here. Looks like we're having some sort of a commercial for something. I don't know what it is. You guys would have seen it when you watched it too. But let's, I got to get rid of that. So let that play through. It'll be gone. There, now I'm up live. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about, there you go. That's me and whoever's on here live on the live stream. So anyway, yesterday I decided to wash the Jeep Wrangler. This is not a Wrangler commercial. This is the setup for the live stream. By the way, happy Friday, and don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't, and hit the thumbs up while you're on here. So anyway, yesterday I live streamed, and this is kind of corny, I live streamed washing the Jeep Wrangler on TikTok. That's right, I'm on TikTok too, because you got to be everywhere. But anyway, part of that whole process was to go ahead and shine the tires up, which I really like, right? I like shiny tires. I mean, if you look, let's take a look. I'm gonna flip the camera around. You guys can see that's how the tires came out on the Jeep Wrangler, and the video doesn't do it good. You've got shadows and things in there. Happy Friday, Ang. You've got shadows and things in there, but it's really, really shiny and it looks really good, especially compared to my untreated Toyota Tacoma tires. Check those out. I mean, look how dull that is compared to how shiny and nice that is. Let's see if we can get a double shot there. There you go. I mean, this looks so much better than that. So anyway, I was going to go ahead and do the same thing on the Toyota Tacoma, but after I pulled the Wrangler in the garage, of course, where it's all tight and everything, right? I started looking at the wheels and I discovered a problem. Now, I'll show you or tell you what the problem is in a minute. First of all, let me show you the stuff that I actually used. And if you're careful, I guess this stuff is okay. I mean, I'm not really here to dog this product. I'm not sponsored by anybody, by the way, on this video, except, you know, myself. This is what I used. It was the Armorall tire foam. And how simple it is. You shake it up and then you spray it all over the tire. Couldn't get much easier than that, and you saw the results, right? I mean, it looked pretty good, didn't it? Doesn't it? On the Jeep, but after I looked at it, I got closer to the wheel and I saw a whole bunch of overspray all over the wheel, little droplets of stuff everywhere, right? And I was like, well, that looks bad. I didn't like that, especially if I had it out in the light, right? I mean, how horrible that would look. And I have the same wheels, at least painted wheels anyway. They're not the same, but the same kind of wheel on the Tacoma here. So obviously any overspray would not be good, and I don't believe you're supposed to get that stuff on the wheels anyway. It's not good for the wheels. So what I did today, and there's going to be a video coming up, so if you want to see the end result, you got to watch that video. But I washed the tire, only one, because I'm not feeling like doing all of them. It's windy and it's a bit cold outside today. Too cold for me. I mean, it's 67 degrees. I know, it's horrible, right? But anyway, I washed it all up because there's a couple products that I can use in lieu of that tire foam stuff. Now, what I used to do in the past, and I'm not going to do it this time, I don't think, unless it's a horrible failure, is this Armorall product, which is just the, I guess the original, it says original, Armorall Sprayon stuff. And the way I would apply that is I would spray it on a pad like this, and this one's been used a few times, that's why it's black. But I would spray it on there and then smear it all around, whatever, lightly, so that it didn't wick off when the tire was spinning, right? But it's a pain. It's a pain and it doesn't last very long, and I just don't like doing it. And part of the problem in putting Armorall on like that is that it does not get in the grooves on the tire. Of course, we have all these grooved areas, right? Same tire on the Jeep as what's on the Tacoma. That's why I'm using it as an example. But it wouldn't get down in all these grooved areas. Well, not there, that's the wheel. In the lettering and all that stuff. So you'd have dirty spots that showed up after you're done. And that looks like crap, right? So I'm not really into that. But I do have one other thing I thought about trying. Sometimes I go extreme, right? Is to go ahead and use the Armorall product with a paintbrush. In other words, spray the paintbrush and then just go across the tires with this. This thing would be relatively saturated, and then get into all those grooves. But what a nightmare. Who wants to go to that extreme, right? I mean, I don't want to do that. What a pain. So I have another product that I'm going to try, and this is what's going to be on the upcoming video. Again, remember, I'm not sponsored by any of these people, so for any of the trolls out there who are getting ready to say, oh, he's only doing this because they're paying him, I wish, and I'm open to sponsorship, but I'm not. So what I'm going to use, and this isn't even opened yet, you can see it's still in the wrapper, I haven't taken it out. I bought it a while back to try out, it's been sitting on my shelf, but it is the Chemical Guys, they call it, what do they call it? Tire Kicker Tire Shine for extra shiny tire shine. Dry to the touch dressing with UV blockers. It's important that you protect your rubber on your tires from the sun, you know. I guess it actually really is. They'll brown. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but if you don't do anything or wash your tires frequently, they turn kind of a bronzish brown in spots. They look like crap. So this is the stuff that I'm gonna try. Now, the way it works, supposedly, let me get to a couple of comments. We don't have a ton, but, and don't forget, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't before. Ang said, happy Friday to you, Rob. Happy Friday, Ang. How's that new Tundra treating you, buddy? Joe K, hey, Rob. Driving on the Nitto Ridge Grappler tires for a week and enjoying the ride. Only one size up from factory at 265, 65 R18 with no issues. By the way, seat jackers, I assume you meant seat jackers, or maybe you meant seat jackets, I don't know, we're a fantastic recommendation. Yeah, that is, and there is, do I have a discount? I think I have a discount code. I don't know, you'd have to look below on any of the videos. I don't know if it'll show up on the live stream, but on the regular videos, I think I have a discount code from them, I think. You'd have to check it out. I don't remember, but what they do is they raise the front level of the seat or the back, depends on what your angle problem is, but they'll raise the seat up a bit for better thigh support and just better position, I think. I love them. They're awesome. They are a bit on the pricey side, though. I'm going to tell you that. Andrew Borg. Good morning, Rob. Andrew, how you doing? Hope I got your last name right there, bud. Ang says, I've only heard good things about Chemical Guys. Yeah, they're very popular. They may be the #1. I think they probably are the #1 vehicle treatment, washing, shining, waxing product out there. They have other stuff too, I think. But they're good. I tried to work with them once, but they didn't respond to me. I don't know why. Not big enough, I guess. By the way, the channel is now 40,101. Last I checked, subscribers. If you're a subscriber to the channel, I really do appreciate that. And if you're not, what the heck are you waiting for? Anyway, they're a great company. I like their stuff. I've got some spray-on wax stuff, banana, that I use, and it works really well. I actually shined up. Oh, and by the way, when I got that stuff all over the wheels, I wanted to get it off immediately so that it didn't like dry on there and leave any permanent staining or anything like that. So I used the Chemical Guys banana wax, the spray-on stuff, just to clean the wheels. It worked really well. So if you make the same mistake I did, just know there is a way to clean it off, at least if you do it pretty quickly. Let's see. Joe K, seat jackers, LOL, dang autocorrect. Yeah, I gotcha. For a minute, I thought maybe you were talking about seat covers or something, you know? Seat jackets. Wouldn't that be a great name for a seat cover? Some company out there name themselves seat jackets. It's kind of like a jacket for your seat, isn't it? Nobody steal that from me. If you do, I expect a check. AZ Driver, Chemical Guys VRP is the best in my opinion. It's a cream-based product, but you can mix with water to use as spray. Made my taco tires look great. I have heard of that product. I was not aware that you could actually mix it with water. That sure would make it a heck of a lot easier to apply, right? You just put it in a spray bottle and squirt it on there. Still have the problem of maybe trying to get it in the grooves. That's what I want to see with this stuff, is how easy is it going to be to get in all the grooving and stuff on the tires to make it look good. Ang says, I love it. My bank account, not so much. My gas consumption is no joke. Yeah, I know, man. The Tundra is a thirsty beast. It's an awesome beast, but it is very thirsty. Even the new Tundra is pretty darn thirsty as well. So now, as far as directions, I said I would get to this, so I'm going to tell you how you're supposed to do it. It says shake well. Some are probably better at that than others, if you know what I'm saying. Sorry. Shake well, clean. Clean surface before application, spray on applicator pad, which is going to be one of these. And don't worry about using a dirty one if you have an old one around, because the first time you use your new one, it's going to look like this. I don't care how much you wash your tires, all this black junk is going to come off anyway. So, you know, who cares? Gently work into surface. Come on, gently. It's a rubber tire. If it can't take me aggressively working it into the surface, you got bigger problems, let me tell you. So it says, work into the surface. Yeah, I removed the gently part. Remove any excess using a microfiber towel, because you don't want it wicking off. Like with the Armorall stuff, or even the tire foam if you drive it too quickly. Anything that's on there that's wet, you know, the tire spins, it's going to go flying all over your paint. What a mess that would be, right? Reapply as needed, safe for use on vinyl, rubber, and plastic surfaces. Well, that's interesting. Maybe I could use it around the fender flares. Let's take a quick look at those. I wonder how they're wearing. So far, so good. I'm glad that they haven't grayed or dulled any. They don't seem to have to me. They look to be still pretty darn good. So now at least, I guess I know there is an option out there. Oh, there's the new Tacoma I'm still thirsting for. But anyway, you can use it on vinyl and plastic surfaces too, according to their directions. So maybe that's something to put on to clean that stuff up if you've got dulled out, ugly looking fender flares and stuff on your Toyota Tacoma. So anyway, I just wanted to get on, caution anybody out there who's thinking about using that tire foam stuff. You know, I like to keep you guys apprised of how things work out for me so that you don't have the same issues that I have. And since I just put that short video out there this morning about how great this stuff is, and again, don't get me wrong, it does what it's supposed to do. Your tires will look awesome if you use that stuff, and it's no effort. Spray it on, walk away, let it dry, and forget about it. But be wary of overspray. And speaking of that, there is one thing you can do to maybe fight that. I've seen some guys use like a round cutout, like a little donut thing to go over the wheel. And I suppose, and there probably is a market out there for that, but I suppose they use that so that this doesn't happen. In other words, you go ahead and put that on. I'm thinking of a new product here. Wouldn't it be cool if those had some sort of little embedded magnets in them? You wouldn't need much. You're not putting it on there to drive with. But you go ahead and maybe 4 magnets, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, maybe 6, 2 on the sides. Put that thing right up against your 17-inch wheel, and then you could go ahead and spray that tire foam stuff all over the place. It wouldn't get on your wheel, and then you just pull it off. It's only on with magnets, right? I assume the wheels are magnetic. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's do a quick little experiment because I just happen to have a magnet. Let me flip you around. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've got these little magnets here. If I can get one off. And we're going to see if a wheel is magnetic, or if a magnet will stick to it, I should say. Let's find out. Let's try it right here. No, I should have known. You know why? Because the wheels are aluminum. Of course a magnet's not going to stick to it. Come on, man. So forget the magnet idea. That product will not work. Instead, I guess you just maybe put a little folded over tape on the back or something, or double-sided tape. That would work. just to hold it on. I may do that. I may cut out a piece of cardboard and go ahead and see if I can do something like that, get the diameter of the wheel, draw a circle, and go ahead and put one on, because it would be nice to be able to use that or any other product that's just a spray-on, that you don't have to worry about messing up your wheel by putting that stuff on. Anyway, just wanted to get on. I wasn't planning on being on here for too long, and who wants to sit and stare and listen to me for more than 15 or 16 minutes? Probably not too many. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a great weekend. Get out there, wash your truck, clean your wheels, and make your tires look nice and shiny. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. Stay safe. Bye.